I spend a lot of time just trying to sort through misunderstandings. That when something happens where I know someone is very clearly misrepresenting my point, I always want to look at their argument and try to understand them and to present myself as someone who is non confrontational. But there's also the element of anger that shows up where I get mad and I don't want to express that. I try to push it down. I try to think this anger isn't there. I can hold this in. This isn't real. But in little ways, it always ends up coming out. And the more self aware that I've become about the fact that I do hide a lot of my anger, uh, the more I've realized just how angry at the world I am. Because this world is constantly filled with people who are going to misunderstand you and misrepresent what it is you have to offer. So, for me, as someone, seeking understanding from those people, and as someone who just wants to convey my point as is, I just want people to understand where I'm coming from. To hear such gross misrepresentations of the things that I say all the time, um, it really does get to me. I get very angry. Um, and I know lately I've just had an influx of commenters who, you know, will just say retarded shit on my videos that very clearly don't understand what I'm about, that don't understand where I'm coming from. And it's like if you watched the both of the Essential Outlaw playlists, you would get where I'm coming from. You would know exactly what it is I'm about. But these people find my videos on Reddit, or they find a random video of mine that was about something that they liked, and they watch all the other ones and then they don't even know what the fuck's going on. Or I'm like shared as like some kind of meme, in somebody's community, and I end up being just chastised with all these fucking idiotic comments that don't understand, anything that I'm talking about, or anything that I'm citing, or it's just humanity, man. Like, the rate at which humans are wrong about so many things honestly fascinates me, because you can say again and again all of these logical arguments as to why you're correct, and it just goes right through them. But I mean, I've never been like that. Maybe far back in the past, but when someone gives a logical enough argument and I can really understand their logic, I listen to it and I'm receptive to it. You know, I I often change my opinion because I heard a logical argument that was better than the one I had. But I never hear so many of these people on the internet doing this. And when I see it, like, it confuses me, because I think, this logic was placed right in front of you. This is a well crafted argument, this has facts cited to it, and you're just going to sit here and say that, I my stance, just keep listening to my stance. It's like these people are a brick wall most of the time. And I don't understand that. I don't understand how someone could be this dense. And I get comments like this all the time now. As my channel has shot up in growth, I feel like I've been more happy that it's shot up in growth. And, I like that the people who do understand the videos are watching the videos. But, lately I've just felt mad at the world because of these comments that I get where, like, people don't understand me, they don't understand the point, and it's just like, how could one person, you know, how could one person be wrong about so much? That's always the thought that's in my head. And I don't like the fact that I have this anger. so much so that I try to hide it. Like I try to feel that, you know, oh, there's no anger there. It's just it doesn't matter. Um, but when it comes out, it's like it feels very serious. Like I know it's there, and I hate so many of these debates that I end up getting into because it's like I'm just arguing with a brick wall. I'm arguing in a space where I cannot even win because the person, you know, both doesn't know what they're talking about and doesn't give a fuck about logic, you know? So I I don't know what to do half the time because it's like when I talk to these people, it's like I can't get anywhere, you know? So, I don't know. I really don't know. You know, I'm never going to close comments. Never going to do that because, you know, I never want to silence criticism, even though most criticism that people will give me, I already know. Because when you're a creative, you figure those things out as you're doing them. Like, I am, you know, I am my own biggest critic. I know all of these things people are going to tell me in terms of criticism. So I don't really need someone who hasn't done the same work that I have to give me criticism when, you know, I already know what they're going to say. But I welcome it, you know. I welcome those perspectives because I think that's the right thing to do. Um, and, you know, when it comes to people who are just disagreeing, you know, you have the right to disagree, but there's a level of arrogance and, you know, disrespect, of misunderstanding that comes from so many comments that I get that, you know, when I look at them, I just get really mad, and I can't express that I'm mad because I would look like an asshole, you know? So, and I don't think I would ever close comments. And plus, I like getting nice comments too. Like, whenever people are kind or cool or, you know, share their own stories on my videos, I'm always really into that because I like the discussion that's generated from my videos. But these people who just come in and I don't know. If you if you want to watch my second channel, Outlaws Graveyard Shift, I'm gonna put a link in the description because I'm doing more content on there. Um, I would have probably released this video there, but I'm releasing it here just so, you know, people will unsubscribe, to be honest. I mean, I made the video. I made the unsubscribe video. It said, you know, if you don't understand the culture, if you haven't lurked enough on the channel, then, you know, don't even try to engage with the discussion because you won't understand it. But, you know, I can't blame anyone necessarily for not going through the backlog, but at least go through the Essential Outlaw playlist. That's how you understand my perspective, you know. How can you get where you're, you know, where I'm coming from if you're not knowing the context behind what I'm saying?